A workshop on standards and culture, creating a positive sports environment. You can get lots of things wrong if you get this right. A little bit of my background, probably some highlights. I've always been in sports. I love sports, particularly soccer, but also other games. 17 years with the Vancouver Whitecaps and teaching at the University of Victoria in their Masters of Education Coaching Studies program are probably some of the highlights. But so much richness throughout my career. Everything you see from your team, from your club, you either taught or you allowed to happen. Just think about that for a moment. What that means. You let it happen, so you didn't do anything about it, or you taught it. So be intentional. This workshop is a combination of practical tips and philosophical background. It's meant to create discussion and share ideas. It may give you some answers, but hopefully just as many questions to evaluate and possibly adjust your daily improving practice. So this becomes then a win-win. First things first, organization and coaching basics. Here's your checklist every single time. Read the session plan a few times if you must. Ask questions if you don't know exactly what everything means. Watch the animated video of the session 2 times or perhaps 3 times. Understand the nuances. Then on the field, get the balls, the pennies, the cones, and the pucks ready. Set up the boundary of your area and designate an area for bags and water bottles for the players so it's nice and tidy. Then get them going. Start by doing opposed to talking. And coach one thing at a time. So get them moving. And of course, more prep results in a better experience for players and the coach. As I said, creating positive sports environments, you can get a lot wrong if you get the culture right. And you don't have to be a soccer expert to do that. It helps if you've played, but we all know kids. Start with your why. Start with your values. That's something that Simon Sinek was big on in his book, Start with Why. Your influence is never neutral. Be intentional. As the psychologist Jim Taylor said, a culture is the expression of a team's values, attitudes, and beliefs about sports and competition. It determines whether, for example, the team's focus is on fun, mastery, or winning, or whether it promotes individual accomplishment or team success. The culture is grounded in an identified sense of mission and shared goals. So, what are those? For me, fun is a big part. Joy, because if there's no joy, what is there really? Amanda Visek did a fantastic study on what keeps kids in the sport. And not only kids, also high level athletes, including Olympic athletes. And what she found was that the 4 main determinants to keep kids in sport or to keep young athletes in sport is trying hard, trying your best, working hard, positive team dynamics, playing well together as a team, supporting your teammates, positive coaching, so coaches treating players with respect, and learning and improving. It's the key. We like it when we get better at things. So learning and improving is key. Trying hard, positive team dynamics, positive coaching, and learning and improving. So for me, those become the coaching pillars that we use to work with young players. It's like a no-brainer. If that keeps the kids in the sport, you can't develop players that are not there. So keep them in the sport and use these as your pillars. Kids want to work hard together, team spirit, learn and improve. Look inside the pillars for what that means. Here are some samples of cultures from the big leagues. Like, for instance, Pete Carroll, that was the coach of the Seattle Seahawks for a long time. He talked about win forever, getting a little bit better every time out. Leaving the jersey in a better place. That's what the New Zealand All Blacks were talking about. And sweeping the sheds. Never be too big to do the small things. Joy is central to all we do, said Steve Kerr, Golden State Warriors coach. If there's no joy, what is there really? So that's very close to what I believe in as well. To start a season, it's really good to sit down with your team and talk about some of these things. What do you want to see from each other this season? Consider things like tidiness before and after practice games, responsiveness, like when the coach calls you into the huddle, connection. How do we act with each other? Do we fist bump? Do we high five a lot? Do we encourage each other? Promptness, being on time. If you have homework from the coach, are you practicing extra? Taking care of equipment. Commitment to the game, both sides of the ball, like defending and attacking. Respect for each other. And is there a slogan, a mantra that we want to follow as a team, like nobody works harder than us? Team above everything. We love to compete. It can be anything. Talk about it and set the tone for the season. You can even create a little contract. All the players can write down what they would like from a good teammate. Teamwork, somebody that encourages, helpful, sportsmanlike, great attitude, hard worker, always giving her best. And then everybody can sign and say, I commit to being the teammate described above. So this is signed by Reese, Brooklyn, Kathy, Cassidy, Zoe, Marion, everybody on the team. It's a good way to start the season.